keep the ball rolling. Don't know how many matches I'm going to have per episode, but definitely going to be splitting this up. I'm not going to do the whole arena run in one episode. Roughed up rogue.
Jaina versus
I think it's kind of disappointing that you can't actually get any of the other ones.
You asked for it.
All spells, no creatures. This is a crappy hand. Keep the arcane explosion, though. Not much better, to be honest. Then again, we have a lot of 3-drops, so relatively unsurprising. A lot of spells in this hand. I mean, we did kind of go spell heavy, so we should expect it. Well, at the very least... Ah, looks like he's not doing much. Alright, well, we don't have a creature to play, but we can play the Iron Fur next turn. Let's just flick 1 damage his way, and then play the Iron Fur. Frostbolt. Arcane Explosion, Cone of Colds. Yeah, with him having a creature on the field, we definitely want to play this rather than the Arcane Intellect. So many spells! Kinda wish we had the Auctioneer in our hands.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
It's gonna give it +2 attack. Not a bad card. Really not a bad card. Alright. So what we can do... We can do the Arcane Explosion, gets rid of both of those. And then play the Dragonhawk. Perhaps not the most mana efficient play, but it does get rid of his field advantage, and it puts us with a Wind Fury creature on the field.
Me and Mr. Bite.
Not that afraid of Mr. Bitey, to be honest. Alright, that's gonna bring that down to a 3. Can we do that?
Summoning portal open.
No, we cannot. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of Mr. Bitey. Or we can Arcane Intellect. Get rid of Mr. Bitey. Makes him have to choose between getting rid of the Dragonhawk and the Pint-Sized Summoner. And we can still do damage to him.
I've got a huge gun.
Or he doesn't have to choose at all. Yeah, I was afraid of that. We do have a Questing Adventurer, which is a great card. And then I think we Cone of Cold, which buffs this guy up, freezes his units so he can't do anything with them. Then I think we're gonna Arcane Intellect next turn. Maybe Fire Blast one of these guys. All depends on what we draw, I suppose. True Silver Champion. Exactly what I didn't want to see. That's gonna heal him. He's gonna take out my creature. This is what an Acidic Swamp Ooze is for. Alright. Might be worth bringing the creature out. He could very easily destroy it, though. This sucks. Arcane Intellect. Looks like we've got another Cone of Cold, which will allow us to take out 2 of his creatures. And then we can just play a Voodoo Doctor. Granted, we don't really need the health, but it puts us on even terms. Alright. Again, we're playing a lot. Guardian of... Is this the same asshole from last time? I think it very well might be. Alright.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Keep this thing off our ass. Which allows us to draw a card, which is a Mana Worm. Could trade. let's not. Let's not say we did. And then play the Mana Worm. Why not? Blizzard might come in handy next turn. Nah, he's going to trade for my Auctioneer, so I do not get any more cards out of that. He's going to trade for... He could trade for the Voodoo Doctor, or he could deal damage to my Worm. Tricky situation. And now he has mana.
Get behind me.
Bodyguard? Blizzard might be the thing to play.
Reporting for duty.
Again, all depends on what we draw. Garabashi Berserker. Now, yeah, we're gonna Blizzard. We're gonna play the Cult Master. We're gonna get rid of that guy. This is gonna allow us to draw another card, which is the Archmage. Doesn't really help us right now, but it could in the future.
I got the best deals anywhere.
And now he has an Auctioneer. Hammer of Wrath. That gets him 2 cards. And now we have a Fireball.
Are you ready for this?
I'm most certainly not. Get rid of his Auctioneer. Could have done a lot of damage to him, but getting rid of those units, slightly more important. Like the spell damage, and he's a very effective card on his own. He's a 4/7. Azure Drake. I don't think this is the same guy.
May my ancestors watch over you.
There's a lot of cards here I don't remember him having. He's gonna attack me straight. Not a bad choice. Alright. Berserker.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Give it a little bit of a buff there. And then let's get rid of this thing. Alright. Do have a big threat on the field. What you gonna do about it? I'm top decking at this point. This guy has all the advantages in the world.
To Northrend!
Charge and Divine Shield. That is a dangerous card. Yeah, he's gonna get rid of our little buddy.
Your magic shall not save.
Silence a minion. That's a pain in the neck. That makes the Berserker almost useless.
I can't do that.
What do you mean I can't do that? Thank you.
Push forward.
Yeah, gotta get rid of that thing. This guy's pretty much worthless to me now. Oh, that was so bad. This guy starts playing Brewmasters, I might lose it.
Or both.
So he's gonna get rid of, yeah, he's gonna get rid of that. And then he may very well attack and then get vaporized. But then again, he might leave it alone. Vaporized. Goodbye. Gets rid of a very annoying creature.
For the crusade!
I've probably done quite a few misplays on here, and somebody's gonna be bound to point it out very
We
fast.
must cleanse the Sunwell.
You know how the internet is. Kobold Geomancer.
No take candle.
Could have used pretty much anything at this point. Pop that. We're still in quite a bit of health. We have 10 cards in our deck. That said, we might be conceding this one. Yeah, this is over. Yep.
Well played.
What the hell was that? That was the most ridiculous card I've ever seen. Double minion attack? I did not know that that even existed. Alright, well, this might be a very short arena run. All depends on how this next match goes, I suppose. Damn. That kind of sucked. Oh well. Looks like we need to train a little more. Jeez. That was explosive. I did not know that you could double minions attack like that. We might want to just cancel this and wait a little while. Don't want to run into that frickin' guy again. But then again, I don't know if it was the same guy. I don't know, I'll have to check the footage. Alright, we do have quite a bit of gold though, so we can buy another arena run, assuming that this does go completely south. And we will be getting some rewards, including stuff like card packs, dust, which allows us to craft cards. This is a completely different guy. This is Cornelius Y.
You asked for it.
Don't mind this Alright, now we're going a little bit too expensive. Let's keep the Blizzard because it is pretty good control. Dread Corsair. It's a taunt card, which is nice, but there are many other better things that we could have. Looks like he skipped his turn entirely. Which we may very well do the same, because the Kobold Geomancer is not that useful right now. And if we could turn 3 a Questing Adventurer. Nah, let's get the Kobold out there. At least it is a 2/2, it gives us some field presence. And who knows, we might actually get a spell next round. Makes our Blizzard better, but we're not going to be able to cast that for a while. Wild Growth. Yeah, Druids get all sorts of nasty little cards like that. Kind of irritating, to be honest. Alright, we could play the Mana Worm, but we don't have any spells to back it up, so let's just do our Hero Power and attack straight. Get a little health advantage. We do have a card advantage. He definitely has a Mana Crystal advantage due to that damn spell.
For the crusade!
Scarlet Crusader, not a bad card. We do have an Arcane Intellect or Questing Adventurer. He will kill the Questing Adventurer without a doubt. I say we play the Mana Worm. We pop the bubble and attack him straight rather than trading. As we could potentially play the Arcane Intellect next round, get 2 cards, and then buff up the Mana Worm. And that guy can't trade safely anymore. So he's gonna have to expend it on one or the other.
What to do?
He does have some... Yeah. Or that'll happen.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Definitely wasn't expecting that big of a buff. He's putting a lot into that card, which is kind of dangerous because it could very easily be gotten rid of. I do have a Silver Moon Guardian, which is a choice. Or I could play the Dread Corsair and give myself a taunt card. Let's go with the taunt. Now, he's gonna have to trade that for that, and then he could take out my Geomancer, or it could do damage to me. Let's make him decide that, rather than dealing damage to the Crusader. He could buff it up, but it's gonna happen either way. We can't get rid of either of these guys right now. Not entirely sure why he's doing the claw. Oh, that's his choice. That's how he's doing the trade. Okay, fair enough. Means he's not really gonna be able... Means he's not really gonna be able to play anything else this... Oh, he's going straight for me. Ow. Okay, that was painful. Let's do the Blizzard, get rid of his entire field presence. We took a lot of damage. But our Geomancer's still alive. We can play an Arcane Intellect next turn, and we have a lot of removal. Draw 2 cards or restore 5 health. He decided to draw 2 cards. Not a bad choice. Okay, let's get our questing adventurer out. And then let's play our Iron Fur. Attack him straight, because he's going to have to go through the Iron Fur either way. And we have a Cone of Cold, or potentially a Flame Strike, depending on what he plays. Very well might be playing the Flame Strike, because that will get rid of his Ancient of Lore, and it'll do quite a bit of damage to the Protector. Or conversely, we could just freeze, which will still get rid of the Ancient of Lore. It will put off the Protector, and then we can also play our Arcane Intellect. Yeah, let's do that. Play for a little bit of time. I know that doesn't always go in our favor. Or we could play the Silver Moon Guardian. I need the cards. I very much need the cards. Which gives us an Auctioneer and Voodoo Doctor. Ooh, do we want to trade? No, we do not want to trade. Then we can play the Auctioneer and then a Vaporize.
Your magic shall not save you.
God damn it! This... I never get to use that guy. We should have traded.
Ready, sir.
Flame Strike's gonna wipe his side of the board, though. So at least we have that. Gets rid of some very powerful opponents.
Quest accepted.
There we go. Ah, that annoys me. And now we've got a Core Hound. Delicious. Wonderful. And now it's a taunt creature. Of course it is. Of course it is.
The Sunwell.
At least we can buff him up a little bit. Alright. He could just decide to trade. Let's hope that he doesn't, and he's stupid enough to go straight for me. I probably should be attacking this thing, but... Stone Tusk Boar. What are you gonna do with that? Aha. Yep, Vaporize. Now he's gonna do 9 damage direct to us. We do have that Cone of Cold, which we're definitely gonna have to play. We're gonna have to get rid of this thing. We don't have a choice now. We have just been failing left, right, and center. And there's nobody to blame but me. Alright, let's see. We may very well have to sacrifice everything.
Quest accepted.
Push forward.
But we do get some cards out of this. So it's not the worst thing in the world. That's frozen, so we don't actually have to deal with it right now. All depends on the next couple of cards. We do seem to have our high-cost ones all coming in a row. And now anytime we lose a minion, we will be getting stuff back for our... Of course! You slimy son of a... Of course. Of course. Alright. Alright. What do we do? We try to trade this for something. Frost Nova.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Freeze.
Handle it.
Which brings us up to 5. We have a lot of control. Let's use it. That's... okay. It's not a brewmaster. I would have lost my temper if that had been a brewmaster. Alright. We can do some trades here.
Are you ready for this?
Silvermoon shall not fall.
Alright.
Time to pay.
Don't really have a choice. We're gonna have to do these trades. Don't want to get rid of the raid later. We're gonna have to, though.
Hit it very hard.
And now we can't get rid of that. We're gonna have to do damage to him instead. We're gonna take 4, 5 this turn. We do have a blizzard, though. And we have an arcane explosion. Which is not the worst place to be in. That's not a bad death rattle. Alright, so that's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well played. We just won this.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
We held out. We played strong.
Remember, kill to lust.
Oh! So close. That fireball saved our asses. We do get to continue. Our arena run is not done yet. Do not count us out yet, Fireflies. Think I'm gonna stop playing here for now, but I will be continuing this series, and we shall see what becomes of this little excursion, shall we?